Hello everyone! Good day to all grade 5 learners. This is your School on Air in English. It's my pleasure to have you this morning for the Week 2 lesson through radio and telecasting delivery mode of learning. I am Teacher Crystal Gilby Sacramed from Schools Division of Cauayan City. Welcome to Bamboo Telescuela. You may tune in to DWND FM 88.5 to CND cable channel and live streaming at SDO Cauayan City Facebook page. Before we continue, I would love to share with you some of the characteristics of a good listener through radio or watching television. First, pay attention to the person who is speaking. Second one, always show interest. Third one, keep eye contact when watching. And the fourth one, understand what has been said. To start with our lesson, please get your module, prepare your English notebook, pen, and we will about to discuss the lesson for today, inferring the meaning of unfamiliar compound words using context clues. Be ready, children? Now, children, let's have a review. What have you learned from your previous lesson? Excellent! Fill out of forms. How to fill out a form? Very good! To fill out a form is to complete a form by writing the required information on it. Can you give the two types of forms that customers use in the banking needs? That's great! Deposit slip and withdrawal slip. Now let's check what you know about the topic I am going to discuss today. This time, turn your module under What's I Know. Let's read the directions. Read the sentences carefully, then do the following. Write in column A the compound word found in the sentence, while in column B, the correct meaning of the compound word. Are you ready? Number 1. I was outraged when I saw a bully pushing the smaller boy. A. Interested. B. Pleased. C. Shocked. D. Angered. Number 2. The politician's plan has many drawbacks. The people rejected it. A. Advantages. B. Problems. C. Parts. D. Supporters. Number 3. I don't want to do a homework when I'm in the house. A. Assignment. B. Problem. C. Goal. D. Objective. Number 4. My experience with the earthquake was horrible. The wall of our kitchen cracked. A. Typhoon. B. Hurricane. C. Tremor. D. Cyclone. Number 5. During typhoons, classrooms are utilized as evacuation centers. A. Room in the house. B. Part of a building. C. Part of a house. D. Schoolhouse. Let's check your work. In column A, the answers are number 1, outrage. Number 2, drawback. Number 3, homework. Number 4, earthquake. And number 5, classrooms. In column B, number 1, D. Number 2, B. Number 3, A. Number 4, C. Number 5, D. I hope, children, that you got all the items correctly. But if not, then it is the right time for you to focus and listen attentively in the discussion. Children, we witness and sense the uncertainty brought by the pandemic COVID-19, and it is really tough for all of us. But we ensure that we will build your resilience, and this will not hinder your desires to learn, grow, and develop. We will pursue together the journey and the challenges of education in the new normal. Are you ready to our discussion, children? Be sure that you have a quiet place to study and keep other devices off during the discussion. Stay focused and always have your module with you as your guide reference for the lesson. The topic is inferring the meaning of unfamiliar compound words using context clues, synonyms, antonyms, word parts, and other strategies. After the discussion, you'll be able to, number 1, Define a compound word. Number 2, identify compound words in sentences. Number 3, classify a compound word according to its text. And number 4, infer the meaning of compound words based on context clues, synonyms, antonyms, word parts, and other strategies. At this time, we are going to read and study the passage. In here, you will learn compound words, and later on, we are going to infer meaning of unfamiliar compound words using context clues, synonyms, antonyms, word parts, and other strategies. By the way, what is compound words? Compound words are words that are combined together to form new word and new meanings. For example, we have the word ice, bird, icebergs. When we combine the two words, ice and birds, we form new word which is icebergs, and that is what we call the compound word. We have the meaning of the word ice, solid state of water, and the bird's meaning, mountain of glacier. And the compound words, icebergs, floating ice that has separated from glacier. Now, what is context clues? Context clues are the parts of sentence or paragraph that comes before or after the unfamiliar compound words. We have example here, the girl were halfway up the tree, and when the flood water hit it midway, they held on as tightly as they could. Will you guess what is the unfamiliar compound word in the sentence? Excellent! The word halfway. Which word in the sentence means the same way? Very good! The word midway. The word midway comes after the unfamiliar compound word halfway. Sometimes we find unfamiliar words in a sentence and we don't have enough time to look for the meaning in the dictionary. But the key is already in the sentence itself, which is placed before and after the unfamiliar word, and this is what we call context clues. What is synonyms and antonyms? Synonyms are words with similar meanings. Example, happy, glad. They are words with the same meaning. On the other hand, antonyms are those words with opposite meaning. Example, happy, sad. Let's read and study the passage under What's New on your module. Identify the italicized compound words in the passage. Wristwatches became popular in the 1920s. The first ones to be used were self-winding. Then in the 1950s, battery-operated wristwatches were manufactured and sold in the market. Powered by quartz crystals, electronic watches of today vibrate in their natural frequency. There are also digital quartz watches that display time in numbers. Their battery is either LED, which stands for light-emitting diodes, or LCD for liquid crystal display. What kind of wristwatch do you use? Is it self-winding one or electronic? Is it digital or the conventional one with the hour hand and the minute hand? Whichever it may be, watches and clocks are counting mechanisms that measure the passage of time and further help you follow your timetable. Now children, try to identify the 4 italicized compound words used in the passage. Good job! We have number 1, wristwatch. Number 2, timetable. Number 3, light emitting. And number 4, self-winding. At this time, we will go over the compound words written in the box. Let's read the following words in column A, B, and C. In column A, we have wristwatch, timetable. In column B, we have floodwater, time zone. In column C, light emitting and self-winding. How many words were combined to form a new word and a new meaning? Exactly, we have 2 words. What do we call words with two or more words that are combined together to form a new words and a new meanings? Good job! Compound word. How do compound words written in column A? If you would notice in column A, the word wristwatch and timetable were combined closely and no space in between the two words. So in column A, we call them close compound words. In column B, we have flood water and time zone. They were written separately. Very good. We called it open compound words. And lastly, in column C, we have light emitting and self-winding. They were written with hyphen. We call them hyphenated compound words. We have three types of compound words. First, close compound words are combined closely and no space in between the two words. Example, wristwatch and timetable. Number two, open compound words. Words are written with space between the two words. We have example here, flood water and time zone. And the last one, hyphenated compound words. Words are connected with hyphen. Example, light emitting and self-winding. And now, we are going to infer meaning of the italicized and familiar compound words in the following sentences. Number one, you've got a new wristwatch which is similar to my 2-year-old timepiece. Now, what is the italicized and familiar compound word in the sentence? Great job! The word wristwatch. What word in the sentence hint the meaning of unfamiliar compound word? Can you guess? Very good! The word timepiece. Second sentence, the clock hands and numerals are luminous or light emitting, for they glow even in the darkest place. What is the italicized and familiar compound word in the sentence? That's right, light emitting. What word in the sentence hint the meaning of the unfamiliar compound word light emitting? Excellent! The word luminous. And the third one, self-winding watches became popular in the 1920s, so did automatic clocks. What is the italicized and familiar compound word in the sentence? You got it right, self-winding. What word in the sentence hint the meaning of the unfamiliar compound word self-winding? Exactly, the word automatic. We find the meaning of unfamiliar compound words in the sentence itself, which is placed before or after the unfamiliar compound words, and this is what we call context clues. Now, try to answer the activity which is under What Can I Do on your module. I repeat, under What Can I Do. Let's read the directions. You have learned that compound words are either open, closed, and hyphenated. How is each type of compound word written? Can you give other examples of each type of compound word? Copy the following chart in your notebook, then fill in the needed information based on the sentences below. Look at the example as your guide. For now, children, just answer numbers 1, 2, and 3, and you may continue to answer the rest later on after the discussion. Example, a playground is a place where children play. The compound word in the sentence is the word playground. And the type of the compound word is close. And the meaning of the compound word is place where children play. Are you ready? Number 1. Children are taught how to read and write in a schoolhouse called classroom. What is the compound word in the sentence? What type of compound word is it? What is the meaning of the compound word? Next number 2. I like to play games with my brother-in-law who is the spouse of my sister. What is the compound word in the sentence? What type of compound word is it? What is the meaning of the compound word? And number 3, the line at the post office ran all the way outside the door since there are so many people inside the mail depot. What is the compound word in the sentence? What type of compound word is it? What is the meaning of the compound word? Time is up. Let's check your work, children. The compound word in sentence number 1 is? You're right, schoolhouse or classroom. What type of compound word is it? Good job. We call it close compound word. And what is the meaning of the compound word? That's right, the answer is classroom or schoolhouse. Number 2. Excellent. The compound word is brother-in-law. The type is hyphenated compound word. And the meaning is spouse of my sister. Number 3. Fantastic. You got it right. The compound word is post office. The type is open compound word. And the meaning is mail depot. Congratulations for those who did it well, and for those who did not get a perfect score, go over your module and study the lesson again. Please do answer all the activities on your module, including assessment and additional activities. Don't worry, children, you have enough time to answer until Friday. Based from our discussion, I encourage you to master compound words, to identify compound word in a sentence, to infer the meaning of unfamiliar compound words, and to classify the compound words according to its type. For further questions and clarifications, don't hesitate to call or text your teacher, or you can message on Facebook Messenger. Just search Gail Baba Sacramed. You can also drop your output in the provided boxes in your respective area. My dear children, always remember that to explore and learn new things teaches us to be capable of more. Teaches us to measure improvements and accomplishments. No one will be left behind as long as we cooperate, and most importantly, to develop self-discipline. This is the end of our wonderful lesson for today. Once again, this is Teacher Crystal. Thank you and God bless.